Hi folks, I'm here and welcome back to my channel. We're back with another novelist. I'm trying to get this series finished on the channel. Hopefully there might be one or two more episodes left and then it should be done, but it seems like we're coming to a point at the end of this series now. In the last chapter it was the funeral of Linda's grandmother and it was a very sad episode. Made me feel a little bit sad after playing it, and I hope that things start progressing a little bit more happier rather than the way they have been, because it's not been very good so far with the whole choices and what the characters have been doing in the story. But let's just get on with the game. The road ahead. Let's see what this road ahead is going to tell us in this one. The summer came to an end and Dan faced a difficult decision. I'm guessing it's meant to say. So, it is coming to an end. It even said. There's a clue right here, so I may as well just read that straight away. Mr. and Mrs. Kaplan. After additional consideration, I'd like to augment my recommendation. I believe that the best course of action for Tommy's development will be to continue tutoring throughout the school year. It will be important to coordinate with his teacher and make sure the lessons are aligned as before. Encouragement from both of you is a critical component. Mr. Kaplan, I have observed that Tommy looks to you in particular for validation, which I believe comes from a connection he's made with your profession. If at all possible, you should be part of his tutoring, although Mrs. Kaplan is more than capable of aiding him as well. I hope I haven't overstepped my bounds by contacting you, but Tommy is a bright boy and I think with proper support he can not only catch up but excel. I understand you'll be leaving town shortly, but please don't hesitate to contact me by phone during the school year if I can be of help. Dr. Donald Samuels. So, seems like Tommy needs a little bit more help with his schoolwork. I mean, that's fine. Some people just need a little bit more help. But another clue here.
By the time you get this, we'll be on our way home, so don't write me back here. It's hard to believe this summer's almost over. So much has happened. The show, getting used to life up here, painting more than I have in years, losing Grandma Jo, figuring out where Dan and I are. Part of me doesn't want to leave, but I know it's time. They say you can't go home again. I think I know what that means now. I don't have it in me to explain everything here, but things will never be the same. I don't even know what home I'm going back to. The only thing I do know is that I'm ready to start painting again. For real, like I did before Tommy. I'm scared and excited and nervous all at the same time. I just wish I knew how we were going to make it work. I hope this finds you well. Yours, Linda.
Don't you find that the characters in this talk so slow? I'm like, come on, hurry up. But yeah, it seems like they are coming to an end because Linda just said so. And oh, there was a dog barking. So I wonder if this is actually going to be the end of the novelist. Oh, that's a nice picture with him and his friends. So he's happy seeing Tommy smiling instead of the sad pictures he's done before. Let's do Tommy's memories at the moment. Any downstairs?
What about my friends?
You'd make new ones, buddy.
Ah, he's sad about leaving his friends, I'm guessing. Usually there's 3, but I could only find Dan and Tommy on that one. Explore Linda's memories, see how she's feeling, because the last episode wasn't very good.
I could even go full time if...
You can say it. If I got a real job.
If he got a real job.
We just got back from the funeral. It was even harder than I expected, but it was moving to see just how many people loved Grandma Jo. She really was a special woman. Dan was there every step of the way, even though we got in a lot of trouble for missing that book signing. I don't think it's fair how mad they got at him about that. It was a funeral. But I guess that doesn't count for much in the business world.
No, unfortunately it doesn't, and as much as I said in the last episode, as much as I felt really bad for Dan missing that, he needed to be there for his wife. Let me know in the comments below what you guys would have picked, whether you would have picked to go with your wife for a funeral or a book signing. I mean, the choice is obvious really, but everyone has different opinions on games like these. Mr. Kaplan, we have reached a decision and are pleased to offer you the position of Assistant Professor of Literature. We had many applications for the position, and after careful review we feel your history with the universe and your status as a published author will give you a unique connection to our students. We apologise for the lateness of the decision, but administrative adjustments delay our annual budgeting review, and the position was only recently approved for hire. Professor Strode will handle your courseload until September the 21st, at which point you will take over classes. We will provide temporary housing for you during this speedy transition, but need your answer as soon as possible. Your offer letter is enclosed. Please sign and return it at your earliest convenience. So I'm guessing he is trying to look for a full-time position to obviously help Linda, I'm guessing, which is good, I suppose. Linda, I'm pleased to meet you. Well, by letter anyway. I'm surprised we've never met considering how small the art community is. But from your letter, it sounds like you may not have been as active as you'd like for a few years. Regardless, I'm very excited to tell you more about our work here. At a high level, the programme is simple. We're a collective of artists who use our work for the betterment of our city. We host fundraisers, galleries, donate our work to charity auctions and teach art classes. We offer both paid and unpaid courses, and all proceeds from the paid courses go to local charities, usually the food bank. Our free courses are part of the Pioneer programme we've recently started, where we provide a safe place for victims of violence, members of a local AA chapter, and even parolees trying to get back on their feet. The programme is still in the early stages, but we've been very pleased with the results. It's a very exciting time. Anyway, you'll find more details in the enclosed information packet. I'd love to talk to you about joining in person when you return to Laurenton. Ooh, so big decisions for the family in this one.
I think
We've got Linda, who might be going back to art full time, and then Dan going back to, well, I say back, going to a full-time position in university, which also means that he will have to give up his work, I'm guessing, with his book. But I think we need to explore another memory for Tommy. It's here. I don't know how I missed that. Okay, it's another picture of him and his dad. I don't get why it's the same picture all the time. Show my friends my new backpack at school. Wrong one. Can I read thoughts yet? Yeah. Send my second painting for the full-time application. Ooh, big decision for me in this one, I think. Because I'll either have to pick Dan or Linda. University. Okay.
Paul, there were days when I thought this moment would never come. When I finish writing this, I'm going to pack everything up and drop the manuscript in the mail. My palms are sweating just thinking about letting it go. I had no idea how hard it would be to finish this one. It took everything I had, and it's hard to look back over the summer without laughing. To think the plan was to get away from everything and just focus on the book. But you can't get away from yourself. Life doesn't give a damn about geography. I don't know when you'll get this or where we'll be when you do, or what you'll think. I know what I think, but objectivity left the building months ago. Some days I think this is the one. Other days I have a sick feeling in the pit of my stomach that says my career is over. All I can do is drop this in the mail and hope. Here goes.
Whatever Dan does, I'm sure he will be brilliant at it, and hopefully make him happy.
Get back to them.
I just talked things over with Dan, and we really have some serious thinking to do. The job at Hardesty sounds like a great opportunity for him, but moving would be so hard on us. I really want to join Art for All, and after everything we've been through with Tommy, it would be better for him to have some stability. I could even go full-time if Dan found a steady job, though I know he can't do that if he takes on extra tutoring with Tommy, and I'd never fault him for that. If we stay in Laurenton and Dan works with Tommy, I could still do the program part-time. Either way, it'd be better for Tommy and me than moving. But I know that professorship would mean so much to Dan. Can't everything be simple just once?
Yeah, why can't the choices be simple on here? I don't like being,
This could be
letting
good.
anyone down.
An associate professorship at Hardesty? It's entry level, sure, but everyone has to start somewhere, and it's the perfect situation for writing. The sabbatical program alone makes the job worth it. And the thought of actually working with Professor May? Wait, I guess I'd be calling him Philip now. That'll take some getting used to. But moving's a big step. I can't imagine a new school with new kids would be easy for Tommy. I know staying in Laurenton would be better for him and Linda, but they aren't handing out professorships on the corner. This isn't the kind of offer you pass up without a very good reason. But I might have 2 good reasons. Tried to sleep on it last night. What a joke. You have to be able to sleep for that to work.
In a way, I think this will be really good for Dan though, and I know it might be hard for Linda and Tommy to move. Children adapt. They adapt to their new surroundings and new friends, so Tommy would be fine. Linda, I think, would then start resenting Dan. I think she'd start resenting the fact that he made them move away, and that's really tough on a marriage. But where did Dan... Oh, he's just shut his door. Right, we'll explore Dan's memories now. There's nothing in there.
How long's the drive?
2 hours. We'd have to move.
I mean, if they really didn't want to, they didn't have to move.
Paul gave it to me today. He was righteously pissed about missing that reading. Though, I don't know. I don't think he's pissed at me exactly. He knows why I missed the reading. Grovefield came down hard on him, and he had to vent somewhere more likely. But still, damn. The worst part is the chapter still needs work. I have to find some time to clean it up. Soon.
I have a feeling that this might not be the last episode. We've read everything, I think. Just drop the envelope in the mail. Okay, so we've got Dan with the scholarship, professor job, Linda with a painting, and then Tommy with his backpack. I feel like in the whole series we've focused a lot on Linda and Tommy and never done anything for Dan in his writing or what he wants to do. What would you guys do? I mean, anybody who's been following the story with me, is there different outcomes that you would have picked? Like, I feel like I need to go with Dan, just for the simple fact that we haven't picked Dan for a lot of stuff, and this will be really important for him. So I think I'm gonna have to go with Dan, and then hope for the best.
Why is she
Dan agonised over the decision, but in the end he couldn't pass up the opportunity to take a professorship. A job with a steady paycheck that revolved around his craft gave him hope that writing could finally become his future, that he could devote his professional life to it and make his dream a reality. He signed and mailed the offer letter the next day. Oh. Tommy didn't hand over the relocation well. His first year of school had been hard enough, but being a stranger on his first day of the new year, surrounded by children who already knew each other, was even harder. It took him months to adjust, and he never understood why they'd had to move to start over. Sorry, I struggled with that a little bit. My mind got all muddled up. While Linda understood why Dad had accepted the position at Hardesty, it did nothing to ease her disappointment over leaving Laurenton. Blair Stowe had no programs like Art for All, but she refused to give up on her painting, and she put on a successful gallery in November. Her only regret was the feeling that she'd had to do it on her own, that her husband didn't try supporting her career, I think it said. And that's how the Kaplan's summer in the house on the cliff came to an end. It was much more than just a single season on the coast. Dan's choices there would come to define the rest of his life. Dan's choices there would come to define the rest of his life. Dan tried, but he couldn't get the final draft of his book into shape. It was never published, and he gave up writing completely. He was devastated by the loss of not just his career, but his dream. He never recovered professionally or creatively, and he spent the rest of his life bouncing between jobs he could barely I don't know what that said, I'm sorry guys. And by summer end, Tommy was a new child who returned to school full of joy and become one of the most popular kids in his class, though unlike most of the cool kids he remained friendly and grounded. By high school he began getting national attendance for his drawing ability, and after going to one of the most prestigious art schools in America he became an award-winning graphic novelist beloved by his... It goes too fast, stop! Things between Dan and Linda were never quite bad enough for a divorce, but their relationship was devoid of joy. They settled into a loveless arrangement, privately pitied by their friends. Both of them stepped outside of the marriage in moments of weakness, quietly resenting one another and wondering how things had gone so wrong. Oh, that's really sad. I hope they're not staying together just for the sake of Tommy. Dan would look back on the summer from time to time and wonder why he had made the choice he had. He never quite shook the feeling that his voice in his head had been more than just a voice, and in quiet moments he even imagined that he had been a character in someone else's novel. At times he was almost sure of it. Oh, it's the end. So the game had come to an end. So I'm really sorry about some of my stumbling with my words then. When I'm trying to read so fast before the writing goes off the screen, I get a little bit muddled up. Hopefully you guys can read the writing faster than I was able to read it and not stumble any words. But I didn't expect that to end how it did. I kind of figured that would be the last episode, but I thought it was going to be building up to something a whole lot bigger than that, like a really dramatic ending, but it wasn't. I'm intrigued to know what other endings there are, like if we picked Linda to go to art, if we picked all Dan's choices, if we picked all Linda's choices, how different the story would end up being. So it would be really interesting to like film little snippets of picking all Dan's choices and picking all Linda's and so on, so on, so on. But it does get a little bit repetitive in the game, so finding everyone's memories and clues and stuff, it does get a little bit repetitive. So I think trying to get to the ending of each individual character would be very time consuming. But I probably will end up putting a video on at some point about all the different outcomes of all three choices. So like if I picked all Dan, all Linda, or Tommy, and then how different the ending would be from picking Tommy in the last one, Linda in the last one, Dan in the last one, if that makes sense. But I would really like to know all your opinions on the choices that I made, or if I made the wrong choices or the right choices, and what other choices that you would have done differently to me. But if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.